Turn conversation data into assets with Gemini API, History Export, RAG, and Streamlit. Introduction: Taking back control of the AI brain. For modern engineers, LLMs, large language models, like Gemini and ChatGPT are more than mere tools, they are a second brain. From daily coding, debugging, and architectural considerations to career advice, we entrust a massive amount of our thought processes to AI. However, we face a critical issue here: is this valuable dialogue data truly ours? When buried in browser histories and practically unsearchable, past insights cannot be utilized. Moreover, if standard features like Google Takeout fail to work as expected, our intellectual assets are at risk of disappearing. Furthermore, even if you acquire powerful hardware like the latest RTX 5090, 32GB VRAM, you cannot maximize its performance without the appropriate data and workflows. This article is a practical guide for engineers who extensively use Gemini, covering everything from techniques to export easily scattered conversation histories, to building a knowledge base using Google Workspace, and developing applications combining local LLMs and RAG, retrieval augmented generation. From gritty hacks to automation scripts, all code is designed to work. Use this as a reference to shift your AI utilization from consumption to assetization. Chapter 1: Export Techniques for Gemini Conversation History. Dialogues with Gemini reflect your thoughts. Let's start by securing this data locally. However, there are some points to note here. Challenge: Google Takeout export issues. Google has a data export feature called Google Takeout, but its behavior can be unstable regarding Gemini history. When attempting to export hundreds of chat histories, I once had a perplexing experience where the downloaded zip file was less than 1 megabyte and completely empty inside. Particularly when using Google Workspace, enterprise accounts, or when API usage is mixed in, chat histories on the web UI may not be archived correctly. Even if exported, they are in a complex JSON structure, which is not in a human-readable format as is. Solution A: JSON formatting via Python script, if takeout succeeds. If you successfully obtain via Google Takeout, you need to convert it into highly readable Markdown or CSV. The following Python script parses the nested JSON structure, formats the dates and titles, and outputs them. Solution B: exporting via Chrome extension, if takeout fails. If Google Takeout does not work, or if the Gemini app's item itself does not appear, an approach to directly save the information displayed in the browser is effective. By using Chrome extensions such as Chat Exporter for Gemini, you can extract text directly from the DOM and save it in Markdown format. This method does not rely on server-side issues and can reliably save what is currently visible, making it highly effective as a backup. Even if there is a massive amount of history, it is crucial to select a tool that sequentially retrieves data in conjunction with browser scrolling. Chapter 2: Building a Knowledge Base in the Google Ecosystem, GAS times AppSheet. It would be a waste to leave the exported data as is. Next, we will rebuild this as a searchable knowledge base within Google Workspace. By combining Google Apps Script, GAS, and AppSheet, you can create a secure AI assistant that requires no server management. Advantages of a loosely coupled architecture. By keeping Google Sheets, Database, GAS, Logic, and AppSheet, UI, loosely coupled, this system achieves high maintainability. Google Sheets saves conversation logs as structured data. Becomes the search target for RAG. GAS calls the Gemini API and reads/writes to the sheet. AppSheet provides an intuitive UI accessible from smartphones and PCs. Implementation: GAS code to autosave Gemini history. The following code is a GAS function that receives a request from AppSheet, calls the API of the latest inference model, Gemini 3.1 Pro, generates an answer, and appends the result to a spreadsheet. This script works by creating it as a GAS project from Google Sheets extensions and setting the API key in script properties. This allows all your conversations to accumulate in a spreadsheet, making it a searchable database. Chapter 3: Automated Slide Generation with RTX 5090 and RAG. Once the knowledge base is ready, the next step is output automation. Here, we leverage the power of the latest high-end GPU RTX 5090 to achieve content generation specialized in professional fields like law and technology, and automated output to Google Slides. Local LLM utilizing RTX 5090, 32GB VRAM. The most significant feature of the RTX 5090 is its vast 32GB VRAM capacity and high inference performance thanks to the Blackwell architecture. This allows loading mid to large-scale LLMs like Gemma 3, 27B, and Qwen 2.5-32B fully with minor quantization. In specialized tasks involving complex logical puzzles, hallucinations tend to occur with general API-based models. Thus, it is effective to use a library called Unslow to fine-tune a local LLM on the RTX 5090. Automatic conversion from content to slides. Highly accurate answers and explanations generated by local LLMs or the Gemini API are output structured in JSON format. This is read by Google Apps script to automatically generate slides. This automation significantly reduces document creation time. Humans can focus on structure and content review, freed from the simple task of layout adjustments. Chapter 4, Real-Time Dashboard Construction, Streamlit plus Gemini. Lastly, we'll build a real-time dashboard useful for daily data analysis and monitoring. With the Python framework Streamlit, you can create web apps in a few lines of code without HTML or CSS knowledge. By integrating the Gemini API, a dashboard where AI interprets data meanings in real time is completed. Implementing the Streamlit application. The following code takes user input, performs sentiment analysis using Gemini 2.0 Flash, characterized by fast responses, and graphs the results in real time. JSON.replace. This dashboard can be applied to various uses, such as analyzing customer feedback or detecting the mood in internal chats. Gemini's fast response and Streamlit's convenience accelerate prototyping speeds. Conclusion: building a co-creative relationship with AI. In this article, we introduced 4 phases to utilize the Gemini API. Storage: reliably export dialogue data using Chrome extensions or scripts. Management: build your own knowledge base using GAS and Google Sheets. Generation: leverage the power of RTX 5090, 32GB, to generate content via local LLMs and document it via GAS. Visualization: analyze data in real time with Streamlit to support decision-making. These technologies show their true value when combined rather than used alone. A powerful hardware environment like the RTX 5090 serves as a foundation for freely manipulating AI locally. Start by exporting your history. Within it, you should find useful insights that trace your own thought processes.